right, guys, we made it. The car is finished. We're gonna see you in New York. So a little summary recap of what we did for the 2025 Restoration Challenge Preservation class. We started this challenge about February 26th. When my GM came up to me, he was like, Matt, we're gonna do the challenge this year. What do you want to do? And I said, that's a great question. He goes, go walk through the back of the lot. Let me know what you come across. So I saw this car sitting in the back corner and it was all tired looking. The paint was faded from years of mechanics picking relays out and stuff. It just looked beat up and weathered. It smelled like mildew. So I was like, all right, I want to do something with this SC. What can we do with it? He was like, do you want to do preservation? We haven't done that yet. We've done restoration, we've done individualization. Let's see if you could do a preservation. Okay, fine, let's go for it. I thought this was gonna be an easy go around. Little did I know the little mechanic mistakes that I found along the way of spliced harnesses, and when people took things out, they put like for instance, there was a relay that was taken out and they just put the broken relay back in so it looked complete. Well, I'm diagnosing everything when I could have found out that it was that relay, but I invested a half hour into it. So there was a lot of things like that that really brings you back to your skills to really prove to yourself why you're replacing a part and diagnosing a part versus just throwing parts at it. And that's what we really did with this car, was it was a true preservation. We did not go changing things that needed to be changed. Everything got looked at and cleaned, and after it got cleaned, it got determined, should we keep it, should we not, or is it doing its job fully? Like for instance, the door sills, those seals shrink over time. What benefit is that besides scuffing your foot? There's no reason to change those on a preservation. Even with the engine, we changed all the bearings, we changed the piston rings, we changed the spark plugs, we changed the wires, we changed the cap and rotor, we changed a lot of mechanical things that will stress and fatigue over time, but we retained a lot of the hard mechanical parts and we refinished them and made sure that they were safe and roadworthy, but we kept them good. One of the things you might notice is that we have these wheels here. So when we were looking at the wheels that were on the car, we noticed that one of the wheels were bent pretty significantly. And since we were on our budget, I found these hidden in the back room from one of the previous projects. And as I was looking through the part numbers and stuff on the wheels, I found out that these are actually special wheels and they were refinished in white gold metallic. I have the option code and the paint code written down. And I was like, all right, if somebody had this car and they optioned it with the whale tail, they probably would have done this with the wheels too. So we preserved these wheels actually, and since we needed a set, we threw them on, and it helps the car look really good. But when we went into the interior, the seats were all old and all the foam inside the seats, they were brittle and broken down. So we took all the leather off, we cleaned it, we refoamed the seats, but we put the leather back in because it looks like a nice pair of worn Levi jeans. So things like that, there was no need to replace. A lot of it stayed true to the car and true to the way we found it. Nothing really got powder coated, nothing got plated. We just cleaned it and threw it back in. And you could really see too from underneath the car where a lot of that work went into it. We really rescued it and we did a beautiful job preserving it at this dealer. These cars are classic enough to have all the looks, but modern enough to be reliable. And I'm really happy with everything we've done. So I hope you guys are going to be excited to see it, and I'm really excited for September 5th. So thanks guys, this was the final coffee sit down. Till next year.